Okay, so let's talk about eyebrows. Eyebrows are super duper important. One, they frame your face. Two, they tell your age. So it's really important that you take the time to do your eyebrows, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how I do my eyebrows and some of the amazing products that I use. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot of products. We have the eyebrow palettes, we have eyebrow brush, pencils, but what I personally like to use is our Splurge Cream eyeshadows. And the reason why I like using them is because they're smudge proof and it's going to stay on all day. Even if you go swimming, this stuff is going to stay on. It's not going to budge. So this is in the color Proud because I have dark hair. One of our other must-have products is our Brow Artist Brush. It is double-sided. So if you look in this direction, you see how it's very, very small and it's very little. So that's perfect when you're doing your eyebrows, and it also allows you to replicate your eyebrow hair. Awesome. And then the other side here, you use to clean up any lines when you're doing your eyebrows. Another must-have product is our lash comb and our brow brush. You need to have a brow brush. You know, we brush our hair, brush your eyebrows also. So when you brush your eyebrows, you're brushing them in the direction that your hair grows. Another product that I'm going to be using today is our concealer, and this is very, very important. I would recommend you use a highlighter, which would be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural foundation. I currently right now am using the color Velour, and that is 1 shade lighter than what I'm using right now. I'm also going to be using a blending bud, so at the end you're going to see how I'm going to blend everything together. So let's just jump into it. So step 1, you're going to go ahead and brush your eyebrows, and you're brushing your eyebrows in the direction that the hair grows. The reason why you're doing that is it's going to be a lot easier to follow the natural shape of your eyebrows if everything is in place, right? Okay, so go ahead and brush them out. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and get your Splurge Cream shadow. And I'm going to take a little bit of that product and I'm going to kind of warm it up in the back of my hand. The reason why I'm doing that is so that it can go ahead and glide on a lot easier, okay? So what I like to go ahead and do is I like to start in the middle of my eyebrow because I like for the middle of the eyebrow to be dark all the way down to the tail, okay? And I'll show you what I keep doing. So I go ahead, let me brush a little bit more. This is the eyebrow that I have the most problems with, but we're gonna go ahead and get it done. No worries, no worries. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start in the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and go all the way down. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead, see how I already have the little shape? So now I'm going to start going and blending to the top of the middle, like see? So I'm trying to already start creating my outline. And remember, I have more product right now, so that's the reason why I'm not even touching the inner part of my eyebrow yet. So I'm working on that eyebrow shape and filling it in. See how it's kind of all coming together? Once I have it to the way that I want it, then I'm going to go ahead and jump to the inner part of the eyebrow. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of do that little line in the bottom. And I'm grabbing very minimal product. I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to be going up, up, up strokes. So you see that brush? I'm flipping it this way. The reason why I'm doing that is so that I could replicate the natural direction that the eyebrow hair grows. See how it's all coming together? And I'm just going to kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my brow brush and I'm going to kind of brush it out, and that's going to help with the blending. brush over here too, might as well. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of clean up any of those little lines with my concealer. So I'm going to get a drop and put it in the back of my hand. Remember, these are our best tools, right? So I'm going to get this side of the brush, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up any lines that I have, and that's just going to help also define the brows. Okay, do you all see that? Okay, so I'm going to kind of zoom in so y'all can see. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get my blending bud. My blending bud, I always moisten them with a little bit of rose water. The reason why you moisten the blending buds is so it doesn't just absorb any product. The product will stay at the surface of the bud. Okay, so now I'm just going in and I'm blending because you don't want any harsh lines. Okay, and then also you can take the time to make sure that both of your eyebrows are symmetrical. Keep in mind that your eyebrows are not always going to be identical twins. However, they are going to look like maybe sisters, and in my case, cousins. For some reason, my eyebrows are very, very tricky, but this is how I do my eyebrows. Very, very simple, very, very easy. I like how it looks very precise. And all I used were these simple products to go ahead and clean my eyebrows. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. Thanks. Bye.